I know how absolutely soul-crushing it is. My partner was very surprised when I told him that a woman sent me a message saying how she wasted most of her 20s chasing this married man, and now she finally had enough of that and she decided to break up with him, but she's going through the most immense heartbreak and this is really difficult for her. And the way my partner responded, I just thought, yes, you're responding like that because you have no idea what this means. You have no idea how painful that is. I know what that is. I'm not proud of that, but I was involved with someone that was unavailable, married. I didn't know at that time. I made the book out of it, so I guess it's not a complete loss. I have this channel where I talk a lot about that. If you're new here, please subscribe. So what my partner said was this: I don't get it. They were never in a relationship in the first place. So why is there a breakup? That relationship was not real. And I thought, how could you say this? Because for this woman who was involved with this man, for this woman who wasted her precious 20s, this was the most important thing. Going through that heartbreak, this can be the most isolating experience and you feel absolutely all by yourself, because it's very difficult for you now to go and talk to your girlfriend who was telling you time and time again, and she was banging on and on and on, probably for years, telling you, please, I don't think this guy is good for you. Please look, the way he's treating you. I remember when I was seeing this guy, my youngest sister, she would tell me, I saw him talking to these girls at the gym. He's clearly flirting. I just don't like him. He's very odd. And I remember when I would share that with him, he would say, well, it's because your sister is jealous and she wants to have you for herself. Your sister doesn't want to see you happy. And it's also a very isolating experience because you also feel like an absolute fool because you believed time and time again whatever was happening and all these empty promises that he was feeding you with, all the stories that you fed yourself with, because maybe it could be that you never even confronted him. So I think at this point, one of the best things that you can do if you truly want to leave that relationship behind and if you truly want to attract a different kind of person, but I'll talk more about that through the video. In order for you to truly heal, or whatever you're comfortable to call it, I think it's very important that you talk to someone. Find someone that you can openly talk about those things. If you feel that I'm the right person to talk to about this, you can book a complimentary call with me. I've been through that, and based on the things that I've done and all the, again, I don't like that work I put, I made a lot of changes in how I approach things, and now I was able to build a beautiful relationship with someone, and I'm with someone who truly adores me and who doesn't tell me to scoop down when I'm going through his neighborhood. And just a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to this lady and she had this huge smile on her face. She was telling me how for years and years and years she was involved with all these men who never chose her, who she was either the other woman or some sort of friends with benefits or something else, just a hidden in the background person that no one truly knew that she even existed in that man's life. And she had that huge smile on her face, but what I could see through that smile was a lot of pain, a lot of tears, a lot of nights and birthdays and Christmases where she's waiting for him, where he promises her something, and then yet again she's disappointed, but then he comes up with a story why it happened. Once you find someone that you can truly talk about this openly, you will probably feel a mix of emotions: anger, disappointment, loss. I'd love actually for you to tell me in the comments, what are you feeling at this very moment, thinking about this experience with this married, unavailable man and all this pain that you've been through. I think it's very important to grieve that relationship, and not just that relationship and that person, because you may think that, oh, I'll just detach and I don't care and it doesn't matter, off to the next one. Find ways to really grieve that and to find ways to comfort yourself and to really experience whatever you are feeling, because all the emotions, all the sadness that you try to maybe hide and distract yourself with other things, maybe with other men, because you feel like it's the easiest way, right? I just think it is not right, because you are bringing all those experiences with you. One of the most painful things when you are in a relationship with someone who is unavailable, who is married, is that you never truly loved them with all your open heart. You didn't have a chance to do that because there were always these reservations, because every time you try to open your heart a little bit, you are getting burned again. So I think it's important to grieve it with your full open heart. So then you can grieve that relationship, and then you can leave it behind, and then you can meet someone that truly wants the same things like you do, and someone who doesn't need to hide you, someone that doesn't feed you lies, someone who is there for you, a relationship with someone who truly adores you. I'm sure you have experienced that time and time again, that when you are part of that kind of relationship with someone who is married and available, that there are a lot of on and off situations, that there are countless breakups and countless you're thinking patterns, how I'll never see him again, but then he comes back and you let him back into your life. I have videos on my channel where you can watch why does this actually happen. It's very likely that when he comes back this time again, maybe when he contacts you this time yet again, you will let him back into your life. And then if you do decide to do that, please be very kind to yourself. No need to call yourself names, no need to say how stupid you are, how could you have believed him. Yes, you believed him because you still think deep in your heart that maybe he will choose you. Maybe he will finally finalize this divorce. Maybe he will finally do the things that he said he's going to do. But just because you slip a little bit, just because you start believing his lies again, it doesn't mean that you cannot go back into your lane and carry on with the things that are truly important to you. If you have a goal, right, that you're gonna go to the gym, just because you didn't go Monday and Tuesday to the gym, it doesn't mean that you cannot continue on Wednesday and Thursday. So just because you believed his lies and then he proven you time again, yet another time, and yet you believed him again, it doesn't mean that now all the work that you did, it's useless and it's not important. No, it all still counts. However, ideally, and this is my biggest desire for you, I'm actually getting emotional. I'm getting emotional because I know how absolutely soul-crushing it is when you're going through that experience, and what it means when you open your heart to someone and then you believe those lies, and then this happens to you again, and it's just so crushing for your self-esteem, for you as a woman, and you then start doubting everything else about yourself. And then once you feel that, okay, I am walking already, I'm a bit wobbly, but I'm walking already, and then he comes back into your life, and then it just goes all out of the window, because deep down you want to believe that this time it will be different. However, I want you to focus on these things, and I think this will truly help you to change that. So firstly, ask yourself, okay, what are my long-term goals? What kind of relationship would I like to create? Who is the person that I would like to be with? Okay, maybe your answer is, truly in my heart I know that this married man is the man for you. Okay, then ask yourself, where do I see myself in this relationship in 6 months, in 1 year? Okay, you ask yourself those questions. Where do you see yourself? And now this answer that you have for yourself, you want them to be in a long-term relationship. Maybe you want to be traveling together. You want to be moving in together. Based on the past and what he has proven to you, can this truly happen? Can this fantasy become your reality? And not because you are thinking, oh yes, because he can change. No. If you could take him, the man that he is now today, based on everything that he has shown, based on everything he has proven to you, can you truly build the life that you want? Can you truly have the relationship that you truly want with him, with this man in front of you, the way he is? And if you cannot, please walk away and do not go back into this whole thing. Don't do that. He has proven you time and time again that he's not capable of being the man that you desire him to be. Believe him. Now, this point is extremely important when you're going through a breakup with someone who wasn't truly yours in the first place. You have to find the ways to build your confidence back. I know the way you are feeling right now. If you are really feeling your feelings, if you're not trying to detach, if you're not trying to hide it behind a brave big smile, and I know this is not exaggeration, you're feeling as if you are almost learning to walk again. Like this video, if you can slightly relate to that, maybe you had days where you had to stay in bed for a really long time because this is how you're feeling. You just feel like, what am I going to do now? I love him so much and I thought that something could happen between us, but nothing can happen, so what can I do? I hope you took a bit of time to really feel sorry for yourself. You have to feel sorry for yourself because it's extremely painful. So how can you build your confidence back? How can you remind yourself of the woman that you are and all the other things that you are capable of? Because it's very likely that if you spend years, or maybe even, it could be just 6 months that you spend in this thing, it's very likely that this relationship, this situation that you had with this married, unavailable man, the man that never chose you, was overtaking other areas in your life. And you may have neglected your friends, hobbies, your health, your body, your mindset. So what are certain things that you can start doing that will help you to feel, you know what? I can. I truly can, and I can walk again, and I can do those certain things, and I am not just this woman who was in that relationship. I'm capable of so much more, and I just need to remind myself of the person that I truly am. I don't know if you've ever done that thing, where you stand in front of the mirror and you're just like, bitch, this bitch, and you're crying over that, like, what is wrong with you? I've done it. Have you ever done it? Tell me in the comments, what's that one thing maybe you have neglected in your life because of this relationship and that you would like to go back to? In order for you to recover from that, I think it's important to step away from dating. Step away from all the dating apps, any even flirting or whatever, and truly focus on other things in your life. And see how you can rebuild your confidence, how you can rebuild your life, how you can start spending time with your girlfriends and see what it feels like where you don't have to lie what you're doing on Tuesday night because you stopped seeing this man, and in the past you couldn't tell them this because they were telling you that he's no good for you. I think in order to rebuild a relationship with yourself, and the reason I say to rebuild a relationship with yourself is because if you truly valued yourself, if you truly treated yourself as someone who matters, you didn't have self-esteem issues, you could recognize what a loving, respectful relationship is, you would have not gone yourself into that situation in the first place. And I know this may sound a bit harsh because you're thinking, well, I'm such a loving, giving person. How did this happen to me? But I think it is truly connected, and it's very connected to how you let people treat and what are the men and the dates that you are picking. And if you do decide that the next best thing for you to do is to start dating again. At least don't make these terrible 15 dating mistakes that I talk about in this video here. Like this, if you found it useful, please share with your girlfriend, subscribe for more, and thank you so much for watching.